the snow, but under that snow, we've got a lot of ice. Now, the good news is the roads haven't gotten too bad here. 741 looks pretty good. This parking lot even is pretty clear, I'd say. The market behind me tells me, however, that yesterday, the activity level was extremely high. It was a buzz. Today, it's really slow. People are staying home. That's probably a good thing. A lot of schools are closed, as you mentioned, I'm sure, all morning long. So we're going to keep you posted here in Warren County, but the snow picking up in speed, also in weight, and that wind, it is cold, so if you're going to go out, please make sure you've got all your layers, and definitely a brush scraper. And I'm going to keep working trying to help this guy out, okay?
Now, meteorologist Jamie Jarosik and your Storm Team 2 forecast.
As we've been talking about this storm all week, it is panning out just as expected with the overnight mix to snow. And now we've got that snow falling throughout the Miami Valley. Still a little bit of a mix across the extreme southeastern counties. It's 27 degrees. By the time we hit 3 o'clock, we'll be up near 31. And then later this afternoon into the evening, it's 20s. And that snow will continue to fall fairly steady and even heavy. Right now, the heaviest snow is in our southern counties. We've kind of shifted our heaviest snowfall zone for a bit. You can see those northern counties really getting in on some of the lighter snow, but it's down here, Preble, Montgomery, Greene counties, extending down into Butler, Warren, and Clinton counties, and Warren County into southwestern Greene County, actually seeing some significant snow there with reduced visibilities and some quick accumulation. Travel in one of these bands is not pleasant, and it is kind of tricky, so give yourself some extra time to get where you're going, because you might come upon one of those rather quickly if you're traveling out and about. Snowfall amounts so far, we've got some bands that have been coming across northern Clark County and into Champaign County, 2.5 inches plus. And then this band that came across southern Wayne County, Indiana into Preble County, closer to 3-4 inches, had a report back in Columbus, Indiana of 5 inches earlier today, and it continues to snow there as well. So we will continue to add to these numbers through the afternoon. There it is, the proof in New Carlisle, 4 inches of snow from Michael sent in, and continues to snow there as well. A wider view shows we are still dealing with that steady snow. Again, you can see that heavier zone is now setting up to work into the southern half of the Miami Valley. So a little bit less in those totals to the north and the higher amounts expected to the south. So here's the snowfall forecast. Again, 2 to 4 inches, northern Darke County into Auglaize and Mercer counties, and then a pretty big 4 to 6 inch range with then that area of heavier snowfall running from Dayton and western Greene County to the south and west. That's where we could even have some isolated higher amounts. It's 28 currently, very cold with a north-northwest wind at 14, and that visibility is still down right around a mile at the airport. Lots of cold air in place. Everyone sitting in the upper 20s right now. Temperatures won't climb very much today at all. And Future Track keeps us with the wintry precipitation right through the afternoon hours, where we could see some heavier bands of snow working through as we head towards that drive home at 5. Overnight, the whole system will begin to wind down for us. So beyond midnight, we'll start to see drier conditions build in and even decreasing clouds on Saturday. So we will see sunshine, but it's going to be much colder over the weekend with lows in the teens and highs only in the 20s. 31, that is it for this afternoon. We still have a little bit of sleet lingering in the southeast, but eventually everyone gets that change over to snow. It will fall heavy at times, especially in our southern counties. 14, the low tonight. The snow tapers off late. It's just going to be a frigid night. Wind chills dip into the single digits, and then a little sunshine tomorrow. Very cold with a high of 23 degrees. You know, we're already tracking the next storm. It is set to affect us on Sunday. Not as bad as this one, but still some light wintry accumulation with the potential for snow, sleet, and freezing rain. And then look how cold it is all next week. We're going to see highs in the lower 20s. Our lows will dip into the single digits, running well below normal. Another check on your full forecast is coming up.
People are still reeling today from a storm with hurricane-force winds that tore across Britain Thursday. Thousands remain without power. Many areas were hit with severe flooding, especially along the English coast. Hundreds in Great Yarmouth had to be evacuated and had to spend the night in shelters because of the flooding. At least 3 people died in weather-related accidents. The Thames Barrier in London, which is a series of huge metal plates that can be raised across the river, were closed last night to protect London from a tidal surge. Storm Xavier hit Poland in many places. The speed of the wind was more than